Amarachi. And in sports tonight, the Nigeria Wrestling Federation (NWF) will hold its national junior and senior championships in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State from March the 8th to the 13th. President of the Federation, Daniel Ligali, said 10 weight categories in each of the three styles, Greco-Roman, freestyle and female wrestling, will feature in the championship. The game will serve as a dress rehearsal for the 2018 World Senior Championship, which the country is bidding to host. And former world number one Roger Federer has emerged victorious from a 5-set thriller against compatriot Stanislas Wawrinka to reach the Australian Open time. Since 2012, Federer edged out Wawrinka 7-5, 6-3, 1-6, 4-6, 6-3 to stay on course for an 18th Grand Slam title. The 35-year-old will face Rafael Nadal on Sunday if the Spaniard beats Grigor Dimitrov in Friday's semi-final. He is the oldest man to reach a Grand Slam final since Ken Rosewall did at the 1974 US Open at the age of 39. And in one of the early games today, Venus Williams drew on her experience of 73 Grand Slam campaigns to rally from a set down for a 6-7, 6-2, 6-3 victory over fellow American Coco Vandeweghe. The 36-year-old sealed the win in 146 minutes to reach her second Melbourne Park final. This means Venus is now the oldest Australian Open women's finalist in the professional era. And it will be another dramatic final between the Williams sisters after Serena ended the fairy tale run of Mariana Lucic-Baroni with a crushing 6-2, 6-1 win. The world number 2 was back to her ruthless best, roaring to victory in 50 minutes. The 6-time Melbourne Park champion wrapped up the match when Lucic-Baroni slammed a shot into the net, reaching her 29th Grand Slam final, where she will bid for a 23rd major title. It will be the first time since Wimbledon in 2009 when both sisters faced off in the finals.
She's basically my world and my...
Well, Venus or Serena Williams is definitely winning the Australian Open, and that's it on Sports Tonight. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Moorfax. Back to Marathi for the rest of the news.
The elder brother of 35-year-old Tochukwu Nnadi, who died in South Africa last December, has appealed to the Nigerian government to help in cracking the riddle surrounding his death. The picture of Tochukwu's lifeless body went viral after an altercation with the Metropolitan Police in Cape Town for allegedly being in possession of illicit drugs. Our Johannesburg Bureau Chief Bessie Dibia brings us up to speed on the matter.
Then choke him with their hand, then kill him live.
Christian Nnadi, 45, is the grieving brother of Tochukwu, whose death made headlines recently. It was painful for him, taking us through where it all happened. On the 29th of December 2016, the lifeless and handcuffed body of 35-year-old Tochukwu Nnadi lay on this very spot. The police claim that he choked on the parcels of illicit drugs he was allegedly peddling. But eyewitnesses who wouldn't come out openly claim that he was actually choked by the Metro Police. An autopsy carried out by the state agreed with the claims of the police. And an independent pathologist engaged by the Nigerian Union South Africa agreed with the outcome of the state's autopsy, but only by a verbal engagement of the first team that examined the body.
Our own pathologist did not inspect the body, but he did, is the other professionals, he did engage the other pathologists and then came up with that conclusion.
What I want to find out is it the drugs that killed him or did they choke him dead? Then I believe that our Nigerian government, they will make their own autopsy.
That second autopsy may never happen because of a lack of funds, we're told. And there's also a problem of witnesses too scared to come forward.
There is camera here. There is camera in that building. You see this building too, there is camera. You see that building over there, there is camera. You see that top building over there, there is camera. Camera was surrendered by this grand parade. So anything they want to pick out here, they will pick it out.
We will be obtaining further statements and also the additional footage in regard to this matter so that we can understand fully what happened and whether the police who were involved there should be held accountable and in what way.
Tochukwu's death adds to a long unresolved list, but there are government assurances these cases are unacceptable.
We always insist in every case where the rights of any Nigerian is infringed upon, through crime or whatever other means, that we will follow it through to the end to ensure that justice is done.
The lawyer engaged by the Nigerian Union South Africa for this case has formally abandoned it. So it's unclear how this story is going to end, given the fact that so many similar ones over the years involving Nigerian citizens have gone nowhere. From Cape Town, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
British Prime Minister Theresa May has been speaking about strengthening relations between her country and the United States of America. Mrs. May, who was addressing Republican lawmakers in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, promised a new era of global partnership by the United States' collaboration with the United Kingdom as leaders of the free world. She said Britain and the U.S. share similar values and perspectives on trade and called for reform in the United Nations. Our Gambian President Adama Barrow is back in the country to assume power a week after he was sworn into office at the Gambian embassy in Senegal. The new president tweeted at 5:11 p.m. local time that he was finally home. His plane touched down at Banjul Airport to the warm welcome of Gambians who had been eagerly awaiting his return and to the protection of heavily armed troops from Senegal and Nigeria. Before his arrival, he had requested that the ECOWAS regional force, which had deployed to Gambia before Mr. Jammeh departed, remain an extra 6 months to uphold security. At the main news again, a Lagos High Court today sentenced the managing director and chairman of Ontario Oil and Gas to 10 years each for defrauding the federal government to the tune of 754 million naira in all subsidy transactions. The judgment coming 5 years after the case was brought against the duo is the first of its kind in the oil and gas sector. And that's it on the News at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.